Scrapbookers, it's Katie Scott and my vlog is called Kiss and Tell Scrapbooking, and today I'm going to be making another scrap lift of a layout that I did for the creative team over at Get It Scrapped. So the assignment, and this is up on their blog today is November 11th, the assignment was to use, I think it was called a crisscross. I don't actually remember what it was called, but it was like the arrows that are intersecting. And so if you want to see more examples of what I'm talking about, just go over to Get It Scrapped. And gosh, I should have had that. I'll try to get it up. I'll try to get the website up. But what I'm going to be doing is taking another piece of pattern paper. And what you'll need is 4 photos that are landscape. And then you also need something in the subject of your layout to maybe be sports driven. So like, and something that would use a long pole. So you could maybe use tennis rackets or golf clubs, or in this case I am going to be using skis, and I just printed those, and those were the kinds of skis that are similar to the kinds of skis I was wearing. And so I am going to cut those out and place them on the layout, and I was actually going to cut them out beforehand, but I'll just keep talking. So it will be sort of interesting, hopefully, but I'm trying to get it scrap post up. I don't remember exactly what it was called, but I'm just going to what they call fussy cut this. And so really you don't need specific embellishments if you have a computer and you can print. So what I do is I just go onto Google and type in, like I typed in skis, and then when I thought back and I thought, oh, I really want to get the specific type of skis that I was wearing, I just typed in the brand name of the skis, and I didn't find exactly the skis, like the exact logo that were on my skis, and I was renting the skis, but I found something pretty close. So whatever it is, like if you have oars, or if you do archery, like an arrow would be an easy thing to do. Skis, like a lacrosse stick. Trying to think of what else involves a pole. Oh, maybe like a cue stick, like in actual pool. You know, the game pool, billiards. Or you could do, I think I already said the golf club, but anything that would involve something long and skinny. So, and it would be cool if it was sporting, I think. But it wouldn't have to be. You could think of like kitchen utensils, like a knife and a fork, if you were into cooking, or your layout was about cooking, or even Thanksgiving, that's coming up. And this is just a really simple layout. There's not a lot of embellishment that's going to go into it. So I would challenge you to, while you're watching or listening to this video, like pick a piece of pattern paper that you'll be able to write on, and then pick 4 photos in the landscape or horizontal photos that all have to do with the same kind of sport. Google what your long skinny thing is going to be, and then print out the icon. And it looks really, I really think that looks so cool. And then it's a very, very simple page. There's, you know, you could go, I guess you could go to town with more embellishment, but honestly, like, it's fun to do a page that's so fast. And my family loved this page. They were like, how did you get those oars? And I just did the same thing where I printed out an oar icon, and then I cut it onto wood grain paper, so it actually looked like oars. So here I'm getting the design of the oar from the wood grain paper. I think it was a basic gray paper, but on the ski layout, I'm getting the design of the skis from the actual icon. So there we go. And it's like, I could probably fussy cut that a little bit more, but I'm not going to. And then I just have this, this American Crafts paper that has triangles, so that kind of reminds me of mountains. And my jacket, my ski jacket, is about the same color as the paper, so I like that. That's why I chose this color. And I'm just really going to keep it like aqua red and black and white. And so I have this, I may use it, that little strip there. But let's get these stuck down. And really, it's just going to be a matter of placing everything, and it shouldn't be long at all. This should be a fast layout. Watch, I'll say that and then it won't be, but it really should be. Now you can embellish this some more. I suppose you could put borders along the top and the bottom of the photos. You could, let's see how I had those. I guess this was here, over here. I'll place these two first. You also want to make sure that your photos will allow for something to be over them, because we're going to put the title right across the middle of these photos. So I'm just going to line this up exactly the same, because that's just so completely easy. So I took these photos out in Durango, Colorado, where we went skiing earlier this year, and I'm already dreaming of where are we going to be going skiing in 2014. So I love to because I live in Florida, so we don't get to see the snow very often. So I just love to scrapbook these pictures because it just reminds me of how beautiful it's so beautiful. Now I'm actually going to trim this little extra off of my page because I have some page protectors that are a little bit smaller than 12 by 12, which is like typically kind of annoying, but I know that I have them. So now on pages like this where my photos are not 4 by 6, they don't go all the way to 6, they're a little bit shorter than that. So because I have those smaller page protectors, it doesn't really bug me, and I know I'm going to be, I'll just slice that off right now. And then I also know that I'm going to need to slice a little off at the top and bottom too, but I think I'm going to do that when I get the page protector out, so then I can kind of eyeball it and see where I want to do that. And now I am just going to place my oars, or not my oars. And really on this layout, I should have done paddles because it's not about rowing. I used to have a dinghy I used to row, but I had already printed it and I figured, oh, I'm just good enough. And sometimes I think it's good to say good enough. You don't have to, everything doesn't need to be perfect all of the time on your scrapbook pages. It's okay to be good enough because no one else noticed, or if they did, and on these ones I had pop dots, but I don't have pop dots here today. So here we go. There's my crisscross, and let me just see if I'm still trying to get the website up, Forget It Scrap, to tell you exactly what the name of that blog post was. Oh, my computer, I don't know. It's being slow. So I have a couple of choices for, just trust me, if you go over to Get It Scrapped, oh, here we go. I can tell you now. It is called, oops, here it is. Just a second. So you go to Get It Scrapped and you go to the blog, and once you get there, go to the part that says ideas or blog, and then it's going to be called Using Scrapbook Ideas Inspired by Crossed and X Logo Design. And that was posted on November 11th, 2013. So I could use these. I almost wanted to use the red though to tie in with the red. So I have some red, but I don't think I'm going to have enough. So and the other funny thing is I thought I might use the exact same title. This is the life. So I'm pretty sure I don't have enough. I don't have enough letters. If I could go back and buy these Jenny Bolin letters all over again, I'd buy like 50 sheets of them. I love them. They're my favorite. I really do. I just like totally love them. I also have white letters, but I think they're going to be sort of too big. I have some more Jenny Bolin letters, but I really want them in the red, and I don't have enough in the red. So I may go with this color. I don't think I'll go with, I think I have enough in the green, but I don't see anything else green on my page, so I'm probably not going to go with that. I also have this real skinny blue that's Pebbles that I might use because it wouldn't infringe on the photos too much. So I'm going to do, this is The Life. Let's see. This is The Life. Let's try that. See what it looks like. So I saw this, I was watching a Mercy Tierra video the other day, and she uses wax paper, and that I thought that seemed pretty clever. I don't think that's going to be enough contrast, so I think I am going to use the glittery stickers, and I bought a bunch of these, and I love them. I love them. They really are just the best. So this is going to be the, and that will stand out enough, I think. And I have plenty of them. Like I bought several packages, and I'm glad that I did because I keep using them and I'm not tired of them, and I still think they're cute. And I don't think I'm going to get tired of this font. It's a very basic font, and it's, you know, it's all caps, so it's easy to place because there's nothing going to be sticking up or sticking down. There's no ascenders or descenders. They're all the same height, so I like that. I also think it's kind of cute to have two different pages about two different activities and have the same title. So like, we love to do this and we love to do this. So this is The Life. I think these are a little bit different size. So I had the date incorporated into this one, but it may not be, I may not be able to fit it into this one. So we'll see. This is The Life. So my son was actually sick today from school, and this morning I didn't believe him and I sent him in. And then he threw up and he came home. And I don't think it was contagious. I think it was something he ate. But I felt kind of bad. Sorry, kid. So that's why I'm home today. Otherwise I'd be at work. But it gave me a little bit more time to do scrapbooking. And I'm so funny because, well, I really do like to work under a deadline. And so I have assignments for the Get It Scrapped creative team. And I always leave the assignments to the very end. Even if I'm doing other scrapbooking, I don't know. I kind of, like, it's kind of like, I don't know what it is. But I do like to have the deadline looming. Isn't that silly? It's just, I like to work at the last minute. I think it's more exciting. I should just pretend the deadline is sooner, but it just somehow, my brain knows if I'm, you know, my brain can sense the BS there and say, oh no, it's not. You still have time. You still have time to, like, goof off. So that's what I'm doing. I've made myself a challenge to really figure out how to make a video and upload it. And so I'm in the midst of, I was calling it, and I'm still calling it, 30 days of scrapbook videos, but really it's just 30 scrapbook videos. Not, I don't think I'm going to be taking 30 days to make them all. I think I'm going to be going quicker than that. So this is the, I think that's pretty straight. The Life. And somehow this feels like it's not, there's more room on this side than this side. And so what I might do is, so this was like the 2007, this is the life. So it was June 20th, 2007. I may just put 2013, this is the life. But I'm going to need something over here too. 2013, I don't know if that's gonna work. Let's see. And because like yesterday I was using some home printed photos, where if I had my home printed photos I wouldn't be able to lay these down and then pick them up. But with the store-bought photos I can pick them up and it's no big deal. Let's see, I need a number 1. Oh, I'm out of number 1s. They should put more number 1s. I think more numbers in letter sets would be great. Especially number 1 and number 2. It seems like, you know, only one number 1. I mean, I could use, they put 3 X's and only one number 1. You could think about how many number 1s they could fit versus those X's. They could get like 3 of those in there. So I don't think I'm going to have space for the whole 2013, but that then looks a little bit better. So this is like 2013. This is the life. Yeah, I think that looks all right. And then I really, I could add all sorts of embellishments. But I kind of like the simplicity of this layout, and I also like the idea of making a layout like this for different years with the same title but different sports, because we also play tennis. We also, I can't think of anything else that we would do that would have long skinny things like that, but I think I could probably think of something. Now if I wanted to get like more creative, I could put some borders like up here and here, probably something a different color so it wouldn't conflict with the skis. But I really actually, I want to keep it very, like I want to keep this, I just like it very, very simple on this particular layout. So I'm just going to write a little note. So on this one I wrote, I would love to relive this day. My brand new kayak and both dogs were young enough to jump in the bay and go all the way around the island with me. The kids were 4 and 5 years old and still snuggly. So I'm going to start it the same way. So with a heart, I would love to relive this day. So I'm starting with the same sentence. And then our week-long trip to Durango, and they just had, I want to say like 40 inches of snowfall, and the slopes were all ours, and the three of us. So I made a little mistake, it's okay. I'm gonna do some other words that will also, I'll also go over that twice, so the heart, Durango, and the 3 of us. We're in ski heaven. And so I'm trying to remember how old they were. I think Mac had just turned 11. Mac at 11. Allison at 9. And me at 42. And then I just did when I need the layout. And I'm done. That's all. Sure, you could do a lot too. You could probably put some embellishments up here. You could, there's all sorts of things you could do with this, but I think that this is an easy layout to do over and over again. And my family really loved this particular layout. They loved that, first of all, our dogs were in it, so they loved the subject of it, but they also thought that these were really cool. So I challenge you to make a crisscross, or what does Debbie call it? Inspired by crossed and X logo designs. So go ahead and try to make a layout like this, and if you do, go post it over at Get It Scrapped in the community gallery, and I guarantee you there'll be lots of comments because we have a very active community over there. So thank you for watching. This is Katie Scott. I'll see you later.